Do you guys remember the 90s shooting that sent Shyne to prison for about 8 years? Well, he is finally speaking up and saying that he was indeed the fall guy, just like Natania, the victim, claimed that he was. She has always maintained her accusation, which was that Diddy is the one who pulled the trigger on her. And now here Shyne is, the person who actually wound up going to prison for the offense, saying, you know what? She's telling the truth in that I did not do it. He doesn't directly blame Diddy, but he says that he did not do it. Let's take a listen to what it is that he had to say. Shout out to TMZ for catching this video.
It opens wounds when you hear, the victim saying that it was Diddy that shot her. That is what is the most remarkable. Oh, you didn't see that?
I saw it.
Okay. And that was triggered by a lawsuit from a producer that produced on the Love album, who is making accusations. And in those accusations, he says that the gentleman confessed to the shooting. And that is what stands out to me the most, because, I've done my best to put it behind me and to move forward. But it certainly reopens the wounds that I've been saying this all along. Everyone knew all along that I was the fall guy. But my political enemies and, detractors tried to make me into, this criminal. But everyone knew that I was a young kid that took the fall. Everyone knew that. That was the story. I'm just saying that I maintained my innocence all this time. I said I was defending myself. I didn't get into who did what. But the victim is telling you who did what. And I understand that there are other witnesses.
Is she accurate, sir?
I'm not going to get into that. But it does open wounds. And certainly I am relieved that people are saying what the truth is, that I did not shoot those people. I maintain that I never shoot nobody, that there were other guns there. I always said that. That has not changed, and that is the testimony that came out. Fragments were never removed, so there was never any forensic testing to say who it was. But the victims are vindicating me. Witnesses are vindicating me, but I have moved on. I'm not trying to relive that, and so I am appreciative of whatever contributions Diddy has made to help the people of Belize. I wish him well. I pray for him, and I pray for the alleged victims. And if it is true, may justice be served. If it is not, it's a tragedy, because a global icon would have been destroyed.
So, it's super duper interesting that, he is saying that, yeah, this is right. I am vindicated. I always said that I was the fall guy, but he will not say that Diddy did it. But here's the thing. Did you catch that at the end when he says, listen, I appreciate the things that Diddy has done for the people of Belize? Why was Diddy doing things for the people of Belize? In my opinion, as a way of paying off this man, because he took the fall and lost 8 years of his life taking, catching a charge on Diddy's behalf. And so Diddy is officially indebted to him, right? And so Diddy would help with his political aspirations. Right now, Shyne is you saw the way he was all suited and booted, and it was an official press conference. Well, that's because he's an elected member of the House of Representatives in Belize. I wonder if a certain Diddy helped finance his campaign, made some certain donations, and helped with other donations for other things around the island. Again, because potentially he's indebted to Shyne. And maybe that's why Shyne is not telling the truth. Shyne knows. Shyne was close with Diddy. Shyne was friends with Diddy. We know our friends. If I was in the club with my friend and my friend shot somebody, I would know, right? Just like Shyne knows, but he's refusing to say it. And I think that the answer lies in that thing that he just said at the end. He appreciates Diddy's contributions to the people of Belize. and Shyne is a people of Belize. So there were contributions to his pockets, which, listen, you deserve, Shyne. If you took the fall for him and you lost 8 years of your life that you'll never get back, which is a long time, actually, you deserve that coin. And the people of Belize deserve them donations, them guilt checks that Diddy is allegedly cashing over there. Very, very interesting. So although I am disappointed that he doesn't just tell the truth, and tell us 1,000% of what he knows, because we all know that he knows the truth, I am happy that he nonetheless is saying that he was the fall guy, because that also helps with the possibility of this case potentially being reopened, right? How interesting would that be if they reopened the case, right? Because the victim herself, she is more than ready to talk about who did this to her, and she's always been ready. She's been ready for 25 years since this happened in 1999. Just like Natania has been saying from the very beginning, Diddy did it. Let's take a look at some of the interviews that she did back earlier this year when the news broke that Diddy was being investigated. She was like, y'all, bring him on over here so we could talk about the way he shot me in 1999 too. I've been saying it. I told my doctor there's some fragments in my face. Like, let's go. Here we go.
Hey, how you doing? So,
By the way, this is coming from College Kid on Twitter. Just wanted to shout that out because I know it's being cut out here.
Here today about this latest lawsuit with the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him, lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Lil Rod. So basically his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Lil Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let...
So there you go. I'm so glad I'm replaying it right here with you guys, because that was such a good point. In the lawsuit that Cassie filed against Diddy that he settled in less than 24 hours, she accused him of taking responsibility for the 1999 shootout, right? And we know that Cassie is working with the feds in their cases against Diddy. Now we've got Shyne saying, yes, it's true, I was the fall guy. I didn't do it. The likelihood of this stuff being brought up when Diddy eventually gets indicted, through the roof. Through the M-effing roof.
Shyne take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because...
And you also saw her say, yeah, Diddy not only took responsibility for that, he also said that Shyne took the fall. Now you got Shyne saying he took the fall, but he won't implicate Diddy. And why won't he implicate Diddy? Well, he said so at the end of his interview when he said he appreciates all the donations Diddy has made for the people of Belize. Now, why the hell would Diddy just be making donations for people of Belize? I know philanthropy exists. I know people do nice things for places and whatnot, but let's keep it real. It's just too coincidental here. Diddy is donating to the people of Belize out of guilt and out of debt. He is indebted to Shyne, in my opinion. These are just my opinions, you guys. But it's all clicking. It's all coming together.
I am the woman who he shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999, Club New York shooting. I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, even the surgeon who did the surgery to take the bullet. I got shot in my face with a 9mm hollow point bullet called a cop killer. I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face. I watched him fire the gun. I've said it all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible, testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, Puffy, pew pew me in the face. He testified in the criminal trial. It is in the record. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody that. This man almost took my life, has traumatized my life, has caused undue harm, irreparable damage to my life, lied his behind off. I've had all these youngins on the internet harassing me, swearing that I'm making it up that he did it. And look what he did to Little Rod. He threatened him. Oh, you don't think I bust my gun? I shot up the club in Club New York and let Shyne take the fall for it. I shot them people. Well. It only took 24 whole years for it to come out. You see this tattoo? This commemorates me getting shot. It took 24 years for him to come out and say it. I've been saying it all along, but y'all pick and choose who y'all want to believe. Oh, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Not only did he pew me in.
So I love when she says, you have not seen anything, you have not seen nothing yet. Because to me, that signifies, especially since we know that the feds have been building up a case against him and they are so far along that they have raided his homes to get the last of the evidence before they go and get that indictment. To me, that's a hint that they came to her and that she is ready to work with them and that she has potentially started working with them as well. And by the way, the fact that Diddy paid off everybody, allegedly, got rid of the video footage and whatnot, and it felt like he was going to not pay her, right? But thankfully, she got a settlement, $1.8 million, which in my opinion is not enough for something like that. But just imagine if that judgment didn't get handed down, right? And he got off scot-free. Everybody got paid but the actual victim. Like, that would have been crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. I am so sad that this even happened to her. It's so unfair. And I just don't understand why this would have happened. Was she just in the wrong place at the wrong time or something like that? Because I can't imagine why this would ever be necessary at all. Let's wrap up her video here.
The face, he also set off a course of harassment against me for the past 24 years. When I tell you the things I went through, there was a time in 2017 and 2018 where I got 7 flats on my BMW. 7, the same tire, in a 2-year span. 7 on the same tire, and they were all new. Every time it happened, I had to get a new tire. I have the pictures to prove it. Harassing me. You want to know why? Because prior to Cassie, I was the only person to be victimized by him and then to successfully sue him and get paid. And he had to pay me out of his pocket. He has never gotten over that. Oh, baby. You see this RICO charge that's about to come? This conspiring and peering up the club and ruining or attempting to ruin my life. As God as my witness, I will not stop until you suffer every single iota of punishment, until I have every second of recompense that you took from me. For every tear that I had to cry or my children had to cry, I am going to get $1 million back from you.
I hope so, girl.
I will not stop until you pay the price for what you did to my life. And for all you people out there on the internet and in cyberspace and in the far reaches of my life or the perimeters or wherever, who always like, oh, she just saying that to get some. Hell, what you got to say now? What you got to say now? I had some youngins on the internet that ain't even old enough, that weren't even alive when it happened, arguing me down, cussing me out, calling me everything but a child of God. Go check Instagram, it's there. Harassing my life. Harassing me. Oh, you lying, he ain't do that to you. You just want clout.
It's crazy to me that people would actually go and harass her over this. You know, this is between her and Diddy. She has spoken her piece, and now it seemed like she was telling the absolute truth. I always believed her from the beginning. You don't just make something like that up. And we already know that Diddy is a rather nefarious character. And now you've got Shyne saying, I was the fall guy, right? But he's not going to implicate Diddy because Diddy paid him off, allegedly. But wow. And I love the moment where she says, for every tear I had to cry because of you, you will cry a million more. Oh, that was poetry. I really do hope that she gets her justice. And I really do hope that Diddy gets his karma, because this is some evil behavior. He's not being accused by just one or two people. This man has been accused by at least 10 people at this point over the course of his career of some very, very evil behavior. And listen, 2024 is the year of reckoning. So let that reckoning reign. Like I said, I've had some lawyers on my channel, most notably Stephanie from Wine and Chill, to talk about this particular case. And she said once that raid happens, it is happening specifically because they are very far along in their investigation and they just need the final pieces of evidence to get that indictment that they are seeking. Get ready, Diddy. That indictment is coming. Those RICO charges are coming. Whew. Let me know how you feel about this story. Do you guys also get that vibe that Shyne was paid off by Diddy for taking the fall? Do you believe this story? Do you believe that this case is going to be reopened, or it's going to become a part of the bigger cases against Diddy? Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.